Kalaimla, Alahaina Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalakia, by Hashem Harawat, Kakurash, Barakathum, Water Bible Bar, Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine and say Shalom. Today we're going to get into a video where it's this woman down in Alabama, which is my part of town. She decided to make a post on social media talking about she about to go up in Walmart and shoot up a bunch of black people. Now, where have we seen this before? Could it be throughout Edomite history, perhaps? Yes. Now, the thing is this. You Edomites need to question your history because you have a history of going above and beyond the call of duty to domestically terrorize black people only. Look at all the massacres throughout this country's history, which was a result of Edomites trying to take Israelite stuff. That's what it all boiled down to. Esau's anger stems from jealousy, hatred, and envy, because spiritually he knows that he is rejected by Yahweh, by Hashem Shai. This is why they don't go after no other races like they come after us. Now, this is the thing, Edomites. There is no such thing as free will. You need to understand that you are not in control of you. The Lord is. Ask yourself this. If there was a such thing as free will, then stop murdering, stop lying, stop stealing. You can't. It's written on your DNA. You were created to be the wicked of the Bible. No other race that just wake up in the morning and decide they want to murder. No other race, no other nation but the nation of Edom. And you don't even have to do nothing to these people. All it takes is for them to get in their feelings. That's the dangerous part of letting your emotions rule over you. So let's go ahead and grab this copyright disclaimer. Then we'll grab the video. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let's go ahead and get it. Name of this video is White Woman Posts Threat to Shoot Black People at Walmart.
White woman in Alabama says she's going to kill all the N-words in Walmart, and she gets a $500 fine. So let me go ahead and put up both pictures here. It's interesting. You got two people involved. So one, you got a 20-year-old white woman who is facing a misdemeanor disorderly conduct charge after making a post on social media suggesting that she will commit violence against black residents of Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa. That's like an hour and some change from where we grew up. And it's also the city where the University of Alabama is at, Roll Tide. That's the city that school is in. So naturally, that is a predominantly Edomite school in itself, where racism flourishes. So that is nothing surprising there. Let's keep going.
20-year-old Sydney Angela Holder on the left allegedly posted on social media that she wanted to shoot an N-word in Walmart. That's what she said. Another woman, 20-year-old Emily Elizabeth Cornett on the right, was also charged with a misdemeanor disorderly conduct in relation to the incident. They could have been charged with felonies. They were not. The Tuscaloosa Police Department charged Holder Thursday and Cornett Friday, with bond for both women set at a whopping $500. As of last Friday, Holder had been released after posting bond. Let's put up a picture of the police department. That's them. That is their official Facebook Tuscaloosa Police Department photo. Notice anything there? Holder is.
See, I noticed Edomite, Eve, Edomite, Edomite, Edomite. That could be a speckled bird. That's an Edomite. Or he could be an Israelite. Either way, he's a 2/3 because he has joined the slave patrol. So did this woman. So it's predominantly Edom.
A nursing student at Shelton State Community College, a community college located in Tuscaloosa. Put up a picture of the college, inside the college. All right. It's a nice college, actually. The college said in the statement, and I quote, Shelton State Community College is currently working with the Tuscaloosa Police Department regarding a.
See, now this statement, this is what we call podium talk. This is where they say that everything is going to be investigated and justice going to be served and equality and everybody going to be happy. That's not going to happen. And what's an indicator of that's not going to happen was the fine, $500, right? Now, what if these women would have carried out this shooting? See, they don't take Edomite crime seriously.
Recent racial media incident. I think that's called a terrorist attack and a racially motivated terroristic threat. The college is fully participating with law enforcement's investigation and is dedicated to upholding its institutional values, integrity, accountability, respect, and responsiveness. Shelton State remains committed to maintaining a safe environment for all. Now
see, that's that podium talk. It's when they just feed you a bunch of bullshit and they ain't gonna follow through with none of this.
It's the thing. I've been a college professor since 2016. We've had things like this happen before, where a student has done something egregious and racist outside of the classroom, off of campus, and we made a decision as an institution to disallow that individual from continuing to matriculate because you have an obligation. When you are a college and you receive federal funding, financial aid, whatever it may be, you have an obligation to maintain an anti-discriminatory workplace. That is a requirement for you to remain a college and accredited in the United States of America. If they do not do what should be done here, they are literally saying that we're willing to risk our accreditation and our financial aid in order to keep a white racist student on campus. There's more. The Tuscaloosa County branch of the NAACP addressed the incident in a statement posted to Facebook. They said, and I quote, the NAACP was notified late today of a video posted by a nursing student at Shelton State Community College depicting the student with a firearm making a domestic terroristic statement. In the video, the student can be heard saying that she'll shoot N-word in Walmart. Upon learning of the existence of the video, we immediately consulted with the school's administrators. We learned that law enforcement had been notified and that the college is cooperating with local officials and actively addressing the situation. When is the college going to say she is no longer a student here? She will not be allowed to ever attend here. We protect our students and the integrity of the institution here, and we don't play that.
That's what they should say. But watch what they say.
At this school, all of a sudden, leaders don't want to be leaders. All of a sudden, when there's a conflict, they want to hide behind a statement rather than go to the podium. Pick up the microphone when it's convenient and inconvenient. That's what leadership is about. All right, Rick, thoughts on this?
I remember you and I did a story a while ago, respectively, of course.
Now, this guy, I seen him in the video before. Now, you see what's in his background, right? You got the Black Star album with Talib Kweli and Mos Def. You got the Tribe Called Quest Midnight Marauders album. Here, you have a statue of Colin Kaepernick. Here, it's a copy of the Roots album. Here, you got this black figure here. Now, the funny part about all the stuff in the background, this guy is a fake Jew. I seen him on a video earlier, and he said this statement. He said he is Jewish. So, would this background be a case, would be an indicator that he's a culture vulture as well? I mean, they already saying they us biblically. So why would they not want to steal our gifts, our talents? Culture vultures.
High school students in a town called Vidor.
That's right.
Where the students who are 15, 16, 17, 18 years old went on TikTok and said that they wanted to kill effing and then racial slurs. And we still don't totally know what the punishment is because Vidor High School hasn't really come out and said anything. They just gave the same sort of approach of, yeah, we're going to discipline them. But how are you going to discipline them? These are people that are not only in your community where Vidor was well known as a sundown town, but also they are going to your high school in a community that is like 98, 99% white. I do think that it is not an overreach of any school respectively, even if it is, outside of the school's buildings and walls, to say this person put up this post and did this thing in our community and we really need to punish them. That is not an overreach.
Right.
That is the correct reaction to protecting those that are historically disenfranchised, especially because you're showing once again that you will not protect them. Mm-hmm. The example can be set and the precedent can be set to say, you know what, this was really bad and we need to come down hard on them. Instead of saying, we're going to handle it internally. Those days have to be long, long gone. Because if you're going to show that you care about everybody equally, then a punishment and a precedent has to be set.
That's not going to happen. Because that's the right thing to do. It's not in Edom to do right. Let's get Psalm 73. Chapter 73, verse 5, they're not in trouble as the other men, neither are they plagued like other men. That's why they got that slap on the wrist with a $500 fine when that was actually an act of domestic terrorism. By definition. Just like all the other acts of terrorism, burning crosses in the yards, lynching, murder in general, burning down houses, flooding towns, burning down black towns. All of these are terrorist acts by definition. So why are they not being called this in the media? Because they always want to downplay the acts of Edom as if it's nothing. Just like you got a bunch of racist little Edomite boys trying to beat up on Israelites, and they excuse it in the media like boys will be boys. Okay, guess what? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai will be Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai when he punishes y'all. Let's go to Revelation chapter 6. Verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. That's why they so crazy about guns. That's why they can't move without a gun. Because they know they weak as hell without a gun. Yeah, we know who the weaker vessel is, Esau. That's why you only get batted, rowdy, when you can outgun somebody, you can outman somebody. But catch your little timid ass by yourself. You ain't all about that rah-rah. Mm-hmm. We know you, buddy. Let's keep rolling. Go back to Psalms, chapter 73. Verse 6, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment. Now let's keep rolling to Psalms 86, verse 14. O Yahweh, the proud are risen against me, and the assemblies of the violent men have sought after my soul, and have not set thee before them. See, they always trying to do something. Psalm chapter 37, verse 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. That's why Esau's one of his identifiers in the Bible is the wicked. Now you got wicked people amongst every nation, but the Lord particularly named this nation of Edom the wicked. And look at the history of Edomites. Yeah, it fits. Now let's keep going. Let's go to Psalms chapter 140, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent, adder's poison is under their lips. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Salah. A gin is a trap, and Salah means Mount Petra, Mount Seir. That's another identifier. Who's from Mount Petra? Who's from Mount Seir? The nation of Edom. Now let's keep rolling. Psalms. They can't help themselves because they were created to do these things. Psalms chapter 11, verse 5. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. So I don't think no Edomite gonna get no chariot sent to him, you know. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. That goes toward the people in charge of punishing these girls. $500 fine. Yeah, that's dealing unjustly. Go to Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not unless they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Now let's keep rolling to Proverbs chapter 16, verse 29. The violent man entices his neighbor and leadeth him into a way that is not good. For all you people out there so trusting of Edomites, you better pump your brakes. Now let's go to Isaiah. This ain't gonna be a long video. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 6. Their webs shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Now, this section is originally talking about two-thirds Israelites, but you can easily apply it to Edomites because you got to ask yourself this: where did the two-thirds Israelites get this behavior from? It all stems from Esau. Verse 7. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destruction are in their paths. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings that have made them crooked paths. Whoso goeth therein shall not know peace. They can't sit down. They got to commit some violence. They have to they have to feed that bloodlust. Now let's see what this is. That ain't what I was looking for. Let's go to Joel. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in the land. There you go. Now let's go to Amos chapter 3. Verse 10. For they know not to do right, saith the Lord, who store up violence and robbery in their palaces. Violence. Let's go to Micah chapter 6. Verse 12. For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. Therefore I will make thee sick in smiting thee, and making thee desolate because of thy sins. Now let's go to, get this one. Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land or fill the face of the world with cities. Prepare slaughter, that's for you Edomites. Y'all about to pay for everything that your fathers, your grandfathers, your great, 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 great grandfathers did to us. Most of you were your great, great, great grandfathers, because you come back every third, fourth generation. A generation is anywhere from 20 to 25 years. Go to Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for the time's evil. The Lord is about to bring that evil. And there's a lot of videos with a title around the God of the blacks is punishing white America. Yeah, them curses falling on y'all. That's why we chilling. The Lord got us. We have a God fighting for us. You don't. Go to 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Get this one. Book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind, and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Y'all ain't got away with nothing. And it's funny to me that you Edomites claim you're not the wicked, yet you still continue to do excessive wickedness. Out of all the other nations on the earth, it's you. The problem of the planet is you. Let's go to Ezekiel. And when I was coming home, this is totally off subject, but I did notice this, and I thought, I meditated on it, and this is what I came up with. On my drive home from work today, I seen the sign on the side of the road, and it said $500 fine for littering. I said, okay. I just read the sign. And the first thing I thought of when I read this sign was that big trash island in the ocean. You see how Esau makes laws, but doesn't follow them? Now, for just dropping a piece of paper on the ground, they can give you a $500 fine. Okay, what's the fine for an island of trash in the ocean? I tell you the fine. 1,000 years of slavery and extermination. Now let's go to Ezekiel chapter 35. See how unjust this man is? Unbalanced. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Y'all on y'all way out. Okay, let's get a few more, then we can close. Let's go to Ezekiel 25. Verse 12. Name of this section is Edom. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off from it man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and their done shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to mine fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. Verse 17, and I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes, and they shall know that I am the Lord when I shall lay my vengeance upon them. It ain't us. The Lord gonna get you. Now let's top this thing off with Obadiah chapter 1. Verse 9, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau a stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Verse 21, and Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. So keep digging your grave, Edomites. Keep on digging your grave, Edomites. You're doing a wonderful job at doing wickedness. So you ain't gonna be able to say nothing when the Lord comes to judge you. Just take it. You tough. You superior, remember? Call Allah Yimla Lahayna Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach Wa Malaki Bahashim Harawat Wakak Warash Baraka Thumb, the water Baba Ba Wakwam Yasharala. Shalom.